In my last video, I showed you how to navigate the home page, and we created a Confluence page from scratch. And my goal today is to show you how to create a Confluence space and the space you will need to integrate in case you want to integrate with Jira. And also if you want to have page, you have to first have a space. And I know like for us Scrum Masters, sometimes at work, we might not have that privilege to create a space. Sometimes you'll come into your work and the space already been created for your project. You might just have to maybe have access to create a page. For you to have access to create a space, you must be a Confluence admin. And that's something I know that I did not have that privilege when I was a Scrum Master. I had that privilege when I became an Agile coach. Welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to have you all today. So let's get back to our Confluence tutorial. So today's video is going to be simple and easy. The goal is to show you all simple way on how to create space. And like I was saying, you have to be an admin to have this privilege to create a space. And for me to create a space, there's two ways I can create a space on my Confluence page. The first place I can have is come on that space at the top here. I'll click on the drop down arrow and you see right here it says create a space. And don't be surprised if you look at your jobs Confluence and you come down here and you're like, oh, I don't have a create space. Yes, because I know like I did not have that before, and sometimes you hardly have this as a Scrum Master to create a space. But I know some people use this for learning purposes and tutorials, so that's why I wanted to show you all how to create a space. So that's one place you can create a space, and another place so you can create a space is right here that says create a space. And you can also create a space by clicking on that and create a space. So when we click on this drop down arrow, it actually hides it. And for you to hide the other space, when I click on that, it shows my previous other space because I have other space I've already created. And for me to create a space, it's basically like when you think about Jira, it's like creating a project on Jira, and whereby you have to have that area, then you can now have your page. But sometimes too, I prefer having a space to a project because then it's easy for me to integrate all those data from my Jira and have it on my Confluence space. But I know too, like for some companies, they might have one space, they might have like multiple teams using that same space, and each of your own team will just create your own page. So, so to create that, we just click on create a space, and it's asking me, do I want to create a blank space, or do I want to create a team space? Do I want to create a documentation space or knowledge base space? So let's act like in this case now I'm going to be creating team space. I know for the first one I created a blank space. So let me just hit team space. And in this team space, it's giving me already in summary, what does the team space look like? I can blog, shortcuts, project plan, minutes notes, weekly status reports. We have all of these templates already in here. I know sometimes they call it macro in Confluence. I almost wanted to say Jira again. And then I hit next. So then it's asking me to give my space a name. So I'm going to call this space name AishaScrum. I'm going to call this AishaScrum. So now that I've called this space AishaScrum, and it's telling me this is going to be my space homepage, right? I can meet my team. I can invite all my team later on, contact us, import pages, and all of that. So now I'm going to hit at the bottom here, and I'm going to hit create space. It creates space. It have created my welcome to my team space. So now it have created my space. Currently, so it's already, we have added some suggestion placeholder. It's already like trying to link my projects from Jira. Already templates, they already suggested some pages for me, even without me asking Confluence to do that. Very easy to use Confluence already. So you see at the top here now, you have my space name, which is AishaScrum already. You say, welcome to your team space. We have added some suggestion and placeholder. Everything is customizable. Get started with the page template. So as I've created my space, already Confluence just went ahead and just created my own page for me, even without me creating it. And it has templates, project plan, meeting notes, weekly status reports, and get the more out of your team space. So I think that's something that's already created right here as the pages under this my AishaScrum space. And right here, I can put about AishaScrum. So basically edit that. I have to hit the pencil key right here at the top. I hit the pencil key and I hit edit. for me to edit and add all this information that I want under my landing page, my space, right? Because remember, this is not the page, this is the home of my space. The home of my space, I have Aisha Scrum, and here I have about this Aisha Scrum. I can have it there, our mission and vision, right? We all know this, that's what we do in the new Scrum team. So now you see why I prefer having each project to have their own space, because then you can customize it and personalize it based on a particular team. Unlike if you just have one space and you have all different other team members using that same space. Because then you can customize this to, like in this case, I'm going to customize it to Aisha Scrum. And then I'll have about Aisha Scrum. By me editing it, I can do all of that. The mission, and meet my team, the people I'm working with, contact us, and I can import pages. I can list all of those pages here as I created them. Tickets already, Jira board, like I told you, it integrates so easily, and the channels, and onboarding, our meeting notes, our team goals, it has everything here, team news, and blog stream. I can create blog posts. But I just want to go over at the top of this pencil and what's up here about this space. So if we just to know what other nice thing about this space, right? So the first thing I have here is to edit. Click on the pencil. So when I click on the pencil, I can edit this particular space. I'm going to do that later. But the next thing, because it show inline comments, I can also add comments by clicking on that and add comments. The most important thing too is about stop watching. Like, you are watching this page, receiving email updates about change to this page. So if I want to receive email about anything that happened in my space, I can also like do that and manage watchers. Where I can click manage watcher and add that. Or watch all content in this space. I can manage either the home page of this space or any other thing that's attached to this Aisha Scrum, where I can watch all content in this space. If I click on that, then I'm doing both of it. But then to do that, I just click on manage watchers. Then I can now type the people or the person that I need to manage this space. These people are notified when any content in this space is changed. So that's something that you Scrum Master you want to be, right? Because you want to know, like, as your team are updating anything on Confluence, as anyone is editing things, so you get an email alert about what's going on in the space, right? Because that's where we want to know as a Scrum Master. And then you, right now I already have my name already highlighted, but I can also add any more people that I want to invite. I'll include their name, and when I do, I will add them in this space. So then I hit, and you add it and hit close. And then the next thing I have is share. Like if I want to share this space to other people, I just click the share button. I can add and enter the group of team or their email. I can add that. So let me act like I'm inviting. So gmail.com. So let me invite her. And when I do that, I'm going to invite Ahmad also. And that's it. And I'm going to send a message if needed, and I hit send. Then I'll get the email alert. Or I can just copy this link and post it in the chat. So then the team members can have it. And I know the lock is not showing here. I know, like at work too, I can have a lock, and with the lock, I can have some kind of privacy setting. I think because it's free, I don't think I can see the lock on this place. So I hit send. So when I hit send, I'm just put Ahmad. So then page shared, I've sent. So I've sent it to them. So now that person can basically come in and see it here. And when I click on the 3 dots, it gives me more action, right? So then I can copy, I can move this space around, I can export to Word, PDF, I can do all of that in this space. I can archive it. I basically can delete the space if I don't no longer need it. Restriction, that's where I want to go into. Page history, attachment, I can attach file, custom content, resolved comments, and I have advanced detail to see the page information, view the source, and view storage. You can do all of that. And so let me come to restriction. And so when you see it asking me to upgrade, because that's I'm wondering, I was like, how come it didn't show me the lock? I know, like, it should show you the lock, and with the lock, you can restrict who can view your space, and who can edit the space. You can usually only have sometimes some people to view a particular page. You can do all of that too with the lock. I'm sure you at work you might have that because you maybe already have that feature because it's paid for, right? You upgrade for a content level restriction. You are on the free plan, so it's okay because I'm in the free plan, so that's why it's not showing me to do some kind of restriction. But it's good for you all to know that you can actually restrict it. So now what I want to do is to start this page because this is going to be like my page. I'm going to be space. I'm going to be working a lot with my team, with everyone. It's going to be my go-to. So then I'm going to start it so it can be easy for me to quickly get to this page. Then I hit start. So now I've started my page. And now for me to edit this page, I can just hit the pencil and hit the edit column. And as soon as I hit edit, it's already like did that navigation for me. Tell me about it. It's loading. Yeah, I think my computer is slowing. So then I can come in here and see what is my page of space about. Learn. Learn all things Scrum and Agile. So then I can have my mission is support Scrum Master on the job, Scrum Masters or Agile practitioners in the job. So that's my mission, and I can meet my team. I can have I can change the avatar, they have like different alignments. I can move it left and right. I can attach, add a link, alt, copy it or delete. And I can give this person role lead coach. And I can have the team member name here. So responsibility, support, SM. So then I can do the same for here and do it up for all of that. Then if I want to contact them, I can add their email. How can someone reach out to your team? You just hit that and add and put my name or their email. Because I already sent them the link to approve that. After they approve, they're also going to be showing down on my list. And onboarding fact, minutes and meeting notes. I can have a look at our team goals, continue doing all of that. So as soon as I'm done doing all of that, then I'll come up here. It's saying no restriction because I have to upgrade for that. But that's when you can now click the lock. When you click the lock, you can make it now restricted for certain people, or it's only going to be for just for your team or restricted for other people. And at the top here, I hit publish. So when I hit publish, then all those new changes that I've made can now reflect on my space, on the actual home space of what I've done. So I can also change this picture and add my team picture and all of that. So now you see it went from what's questioning to now about this space is learn all things Scrum and Agile. Our mission is to support Agile practitioners on the job, meet the team, and then I have a lead coach and I can add more people as I can. Contact me if you need anything. So if you want to blog and create any blog posts, I can do all of that. So that's just in summary about a space and how you can create a space, edit your space, and also utilize this space, also style space. I hope this content has been very valuable to you all. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in mentorship, do not hesitate to email me at admin@AishaScrumTech.com. Thank you all and see you all again in my next video.